It's good, except it has chocolate in it, which I'm allergic to, so my throat will continue to close. And I'm drinking a lot of water, but if my voice gets wonky, please forgive me.
Hey, wait, everyone shut up. Like, we have to talk to John first because John always complained that he go last.
Oh,
John,
yeah. Sorry, John.
Sorry, Coco.
Yes, hello.
how are you, John?
Hello, I'm very good. Thank you very much for asking.
Apparently, our names disappeared and we're trying to fix it. So, extra technical difficulties today, but we'll figure it out slowly. How are you, Haoch? How's your volume? Also, if Haoch voice clip, please just like let us know, and then we'll fix his voice up.
Yeah, I'm okay. School is fun and tiring, but it is what it is.
So CKS.
So someone was saying that she has well, I'm gonna be vague about it. Someone said that he or she has a presentation on week 3 of uni life.
Yeah, that will be me. So
I wonder who is the she that is still in uni and has presentation.
I signed up for a presentation on week 3. I don't know why. So my week 2 has been quite hectic actually.
No
Also,
worries. Honestly,
was you cast Fireball. How are you? I hope you're doing well. What were you saying, Denise?
oh no, I was gonna say week 3 presentations is a smart way to go because I mean get it over fast, right? Instead of it being the heat of like other things like midterms or finals. So I feel you. It is the right choice.
I guess, but I mean I thrive in a procrastinating environment.
Yes.
Hey, Violet sharing her experience as well. I've done the week 3 presentation live before and then learned that it's not a good idea only because you're the first to go. Yeah, I feel like if the presentation doesn't require like weeks and weeks of prep, right? If you can get it over with in week 3, it's fine.
Yeah, but everyone will just based off your presentation and they'll make sure to do it better than you. So you become the
that's a scary.
baseline.
That's a scary part, right?
Not unless you break, you spoil market, you just break it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
you set the
true. You
bar.
scare everyone,
Too
right?
high, yeah.
Well, we're doing our best.
All right. I need to do some troubleshooting again with Haoch. John, tell us how boring work is.
Okay, so let me start. I do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again for 5 days in a row.
Well, what exactly do you do? That is over.
I'm like
and
working.
over.
I'm like working at this operations team in a bank, and like like for ops, right? It's like basically run by like SOPs and stuff. So every day I'm like just processing like transactions for the bank, and there's a very specific set of rules that I have to follow, and yeah, that's about it.
You're doing econs, right?
Yes. But like, how many of us actually use our degrees in the job market?
Oof.
And I'm just saying that because
Everyone
that's
felt that.
reality. Like okay, like unless like if you're doing psych, right? Then I guess
No choice, right? That's what I have
yeah,
to
that's
use.
like yeah.
You heard it here first, kids. The only degree that you can use is science.
Please. That was not the implication.
No, but that's just how life is, and yeah.
I love immediately how after John made his declaration, all of us were just silent because we have no rebuttal to that. We just accepted it as truth.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're like going for like further studies, then I guess.
Yeah, I think the main thing about psych is that you need like the masters to really practice.
Yeah.
Also, Violet, I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Violet's also in NUS, I believe, and like
Oh,
studying in life. Well, I'm just having trouble getting a job with the psych degree, so don't do psychology unless you want to be like this.
Just don't do work.
Hi, the Vogetin. Thanks for the follow. Who's awesome? You're awesome. Well, we don't really have random people joining this game. However, we do have community games, so if you want to join there, you can totally check out our Discord if you are willing to. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this voice thing. Let me test it out. Oh, I just realized all our names are not appearing.
like we
I
noticed
know.
that earlier.
I know why. Haoch, I'm gonna send you a new link.
Okay.
Yeah, so today like I've had a really good week, but it's a really tiring week, right? I think do you guys think we should do like what's it called? Jackbox more often. Like Denise, it was pretty fun. I really enjoyed playing especially with like people like Coffee. Shim was there as well.
I like Shim.
Yeah, and Shim was playing with her dad and she didn't tell us.
Oh no, all the non-PG stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was fun.
Huh?
I think it was fun too. And I like that the community could like, even though they weren't directly in the game, they can make votes and whatnot. And you said in the previous game something happened, right? Where they stole some points.
Oh yeah, that was really sick. So basically Brion was supposed to win. And then audience, it wasn't even like an actual person. It was audience who stole all his points. And there was only one person in audience. and it was Crexida, but then Crexida kept what do you call that? When she was playing under her name, she kept losing apparently.
Oh no.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just fixing up the
The logos have appeared. Thanks Violet for the FYI.
Yep,
Violet's
yep.
a cool name, by the way, because it's the daughter in Incredibles. Ooh, beans.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to have force field superpowers after watching The Incredibles.
I was thinking more of like invisibility for me. Oh, teleportation would be the best. Can Violet teleport?
No, she can't.
I always feel like all three of those are related because they're all, I don't know, field related things.
I think Jack can do anything.
Yes, Jack is OP. Yeah, he's incredible. Oh,
Okay, I think this should fix the name problem, and then we can get started with the game. Sorry, today's pre-talk is extremely weird and awkward. I just hope that the game runs well. By the way, please think of what you guys want to do for Cersei's funeral over the next couple of minutes.
like we're starting with a funeral.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're starting
man.
with the funeral.
It's a
All
rainy
right.
day.
See, we got the name. See, technical difficulties. This is why we talk shit for 20 minutes. So that we can make sure everything's working fine. And I'm hoping that the background noise should be better now.
Yes.
Indeed.
And I'm doing those inverted comma. What is it? Inverted closed commas. What? Apostrophe, double apostrophe thing.
Quotations.
Yes.
Yes, quotation points with my fingers right now, but you all can't see that. All right. Screw this. Let's go back to actually playing the proper game. Welcome to FDP Presents Oath of the Latewatch. I'm on Ket, episode 5. Is that it?
So,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna forget eventually, but alright. Last time on Fried Dice Paradice Presents The Oath of the Latewatch. I'm on Ket. The party continues with the trial of solidarity, fighting against incredibly dangerous mummies. Despite the opposing crop grabbing the spear, a well-timed heat metal spell and the appearance of a mummy allow the duh crop to obtain the spear. However, it is not at no cost, as the more refined mummy sucker punches Cersei's, instantly killing him. The party mourns, and everyone worries about Card if he has survived. Jan makes it out alive with the spear and immediately ends the trial. Temet eventually leads them to Oketra, who has saved Card, but Cersei's does not make it. We now return to Amonkhet, where we are going through the rituals of Cersei's death. So, I remember Summer wanted to actually get flowers or something like that.
I think that was Card, right?
Oh, Card was the one who wanted
Yeah,
flowers.
we
Yeah,
had
you're
flower
right.
wreath.
Yeah, we had flower crowns and flower wreaths.
Right. Then they do ask you, like Temet asks you, do you want to embalm him, or would you rather perform some other ritual that you are more familiar with? Some of my ancient scripts have mentioned cremation or burial.
Yes, cremation.
Yeah, we should cremate.
Oh, then.
Wait, but what
Haven't,
was
like-
his what is cultural for him?
Now we all look at the person from the same. Wait, is anyone from the same lane as him?
Nope.
No.
This is not good. I feel like he would like to go down in flames. What about the rest?
I think that's very Cersei.
Yeah. I agree.
Yes, so cremation it shall be.
All right. I will have it prepared. If there are any rituals you wish to perform, we'll set aside time for all of you. We do wish to respect wherever you all have come from.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. It's the least I can do. And then Temet leaves your presence.
All right. Sorry, can we orientate ourselves? Where are we right now?
How many days has it
Um,
been? Or like same day?
I'll assume that you guys have, like, what I'm gauging right now, because we did character creation at the end of last episode, right? Maybe you're looking more of like let's say your house, or heading towards there.
Is Cersei's body like with us?
No, Cersei's body was,
Being prepared, right? It was
yeah,
taken.
they immediately assumed that they were gonna embalm him, but because Temet is in charge of embalming,
Mhm.
he has power to like sort of change it.
Nice. Okay, thank you, our boy Temet.
Yeah, I don't like Temet has been, well, not the nicest, but reasonably nice to you all.
Mhm.
Oopsie, Temet, I have squished Temet. There.
Oh yes, Temet is super squished. There we go.
Yeah. So yeah, Temet will prepare the necessary, what do you call that? Like space, firewood, and stuff like that to cremate him. You can assume that it'll be like tonight, where you guys will cremate him.
Oh, cause the last time
Okay.
I thought we
Um,
were doing like we had a couple of days to like prepare our rituals or that kind of thing.
Yeah. Or You can totally tell Temet like when you guys wanna have the funeral.
I
Right?
think because Summer was planning to do
I
a,
don't think
Summer was planning to do a
Performance.
number, right?
Someone wanted to do a number?
Yeah, right. If I remember correctly.
Yes. Someone wanted to plan a choreographed dance routine.
Josh, did you just laugh at somebody else's well wishes?
I didn't
oh
laugh.
my god.
It
Gosh.
was.
I thought you laughed.
It wasn't
Serious?
me.
Oh, who
It was-
laughed?
It was Denise.
Oh,
Oh, a foo-foo.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't me. I swear. Yeah. So, what does your dance number look like?
It's very like contemporary, contem dance. It's very yeah.
very artsy, is it?
It's
Emotional,
It's
lyrical.
emotional. Yeah, it's very emotional. I mean, there's no lyrics because the music I'm using is the
you're
is the
right.
song that Xerxes always played on his harmonica.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
And then in this contem dance, all my I'm incorporating hand gestures for prestidigitation within it. So every 6 seconds while I'm dancing, I will continuously cast prestidigitation to make the music come out.
Aw.
Constant thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you'll do during his funeral. The rest of you?
Well, Leon wrote a poem. I wrote a
my.
poem.
Uh,
Who laughed? Who
you
laughed
have
at
that.
Leon?
That wasn't me.
It was me.
Somebody own up.
It was me.
That's horrible. How
No,
can you
I'm-
laugh?
I'm laughing 'cause I
Leon,
can't-
Leon is trying.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear Leon's.
He has a
poem.
lot of emotions. He likes Xerxes a lot.
Yeah, that's why I can't wait to hear Leon's. I was laughing. Like, oh my god, I'm so excited. It was
Yeah.
an excited laugh.
Only a man with rock hard abs can ever replace Xerxes, you know.
Oh, I wonder who could that be.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and like recite this poem if you have it.
Oh, can I recite it like later as part of the?
Or
Or
the
is
actual
this the
funeral?
proceeding already?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll
you
recite
can save
it at
it.
the
You can save
funeral.
it for later.
All right.
Xerxes
good.
is dead. Xerxes, by the way, you can change your name on Discord already to the new character's name. What is Card doing? Just the flowers?
Yep, Cart is a man of little words, especially in a time of grieving. So he puts all his effort into making the flower crowns and wreaths, making it really pretty. At first he made so I can imagine this. He's sitting in the flower field like a soft boy, but he's actually not a soft boy. And then he's like really trying his best to make the wreath because for some reason he thought maybe it might be a coffin or a casket, and then he can put the wreath on top. That's what his brain had in mind. But because now he realized halfway like doing it that the cremation, he's like shit. So he starts over and he makes a flower crown instead, and then he remembers there's no head to put the crown on. So I think he wastes like half a day. He wastes half a day, and then he decides he makes flower crowns for everyone during the ceremony.
Oh.
And and then he gets a bouquet that he will probably set at the foot, like with the urn or whatnot. But if Cart has more time, can he approach Temet perchance to ask him about where he read about cremation, or like whether he has any scripts of other symbolic meaning that we can incorporate into ash, like incorporate his ashes after cremation into something that is meaningful, like I don't know, something magical, or is that permissible?
We can mechanically we can figure it out, but with Temet, right? Say one of the days where you just look for him. He definitely has like errands to run. You can catch him moving between locations, and then you do see him and you ask him about where he figured out about cremation, right?
Like where I can find books to learn more myself.
And he looks at you and he's like, in the Temple of Knowledge, there were some scriptures on pre-God Pharaoh times where we had alternative practices.
Okay. Important question. Are the scriptures in what language?
In
Oh, I
our
can't read
native
this.
in our native language, of course.
Oh, that is great. That's what Kat says, and he just like inches backwards because he knows he can't read it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
it
quite
looks like
immediate,
it basically
I
looks like hieroglyphics,
Yeah.
right? And then I mean I do have an hour later. I can help you look around.
Damn it. Sorry. Kat says that inside. He doesn't express emotions outwardly. But he's like, okay, it's outward. He's like, oh, that would be much appreciated. Thank you, Tebet.
Do you want to try making an investigation check? I'll make one for Temet as well.
Ooh. Okay, investigation. Did I roll?
Oh, you rolled to GM, but you rolled a 5
Oh, jeez.
as the first roll for the day.
Yes, way to
Temet-
start the day.
Temet rolls a 13. This kind of information is very difficult to find. A 13 is definitely not enough.
Yes.
Because he has only really found information on how to perform cremations in a very rudimentary, seemingly like ancient method. Right? To him, it's like ancient. So I don't think you guys find anything that will help with the spell side of it.
Okay, no worries. Carl was just excited because he's seen like pretty stuff where people put ashes in orbs, glass orbs or paperweights or something. So we could all have, there was a possibility of everyone having a piece of Cersei's in them. Not really in, unless it's
Oh, wait, what?
something
What?
else that they're making.
Wait,
with
what?
them, with them.
Oh, with.
It's totally what I said.
There's definitely like a day where Hapatra does look for you guys as well.
Oh yeah.
And while she doesn't explicitly like cry, she does look forlorn for sure.
Mhm.
And then she doesn't really talk to you guys. She looks at you all and she nods.
Oh. She must be hurting as well. Can I go up to her and just like squeeze her hand?
Yeah. And then at that
And then I
point you
leave
see that
her.
her eyes are quite watery.
Oh no.
I give her a set.
She was
"Hi,"
quite close to Cersei's as well.
And I give her
How
a
does
hug.
John feel like listening to all this, I wonder?
Huh? Who's John?
Oh, who's John? Sorry.
Someone walks in and gives Hapatra a hug.
Yeah, she does return the hug, and then she says, "Well, I do have things to get to. I
Oh.
heard that you'll be holding a funeral.
Mhm.
Temet told me cremation. Is that the word?
Yes, so we light the body on fire and turn it to ashes.
Interesting. I wish we did that here. That sounds so badass.
It is, and it's also very space saving.
It's
Badass.
and it's definitely the way that Xerxes would have wanted to go out.
Hmm.
We
Bonfire.
respect your ideas. Hopefully you are able to head back to your lands. Hopefully the gods grant you enough power to do so. I'll make my way now. Goodbye. And then she begins walking off.
Bye.
And then she smiles when you say that, and she walks away. So do you guys want to fast forward to the funeral?
Yes, I am
Yes.
so excited for.
Is there anything else?
How can you be excited for a funeral?
Um, I'm excited to honor the dead.
Oh, okay, cool.
That is all about honoring the dead.
Yes. I mean, the last time he saw a dead body, nothing was done to honor it. So
I mean, it was also your dad's. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. No, it was the dead bodies in the maze.
Was it?
Yeah, that's
But-
the last time we would have seen a dead body, right?
So they do hold the cremation in a later part of the day, when there's less light.
Nice.
They do set up like,
Candles.
no, not candles. It's like wood, right?
Oh.
Like stacks of wood, and then they have laid Cersei's body. They didn't embalm it, so Cersei's body is untouched, wearing his monk's clothes as he had when he died. Except you do see his face is like shriveled to a skeleton because of the mummy's curse, right?
Mhm.
And then Temet pours all the flammable liquids in the wood. You see, well, it's just you guys, Temet and Hapatra, who are present, right? And then Temet holds up a torch to the remaining three of you, and he asks, who is doing the honors? I believe I've set it up correctly according to the scriptures.
I go up to Kat and I like motion for him to do it, and then I also hold his hand.
Say a few words.
Very well. And then it passes the torch, and then lights up a spark on the torch, causing it to light up.
Damn. Okay. So Cart grasps. Okay. So he got his hand held by Leon, right? So he actually uses his other hand and cups the hand and say thank you, and then he proceeds to grab the torch, which has been lit up, and he cuts it both with his like in front of. He just holds it in front of him, like around chest level, as if it's a microphone, I guess, but not that he would know what that is. Okay. And he says, thank you for everyone for coming. You know, Xerxes was a great man, a strong, powerful, a loyal teammate. Although he was not a man of many words, he was definitely brave. And because of that, he carried us to victory in the past 3 trials. Yes, we all come together today to honor his righteous death. And he looks at like everyone else to see if anyone has anything to say before he throws the torch.
So before you throw, Temet looks at you and he says, and he holds your shoulder and he says, with every sacrifice, the gods will return with many more blessings. Truly, this is what we believe in. That we believe that the god Pharaoh will return whatever we have sacrificed 10 times over. And then
It's very
Hapatra like lifts up her like jade necklace and she kisses it as if in prayer. And then Temet motions for you to throw the torch.
Okay. Cart, as much as he loves to throw the torch, he passes it to Leon because I think he can feel Leon's excitement to throw the torch. Very excited, Leon. Don't you need to say
Leon
your
is just
stuff?
very sad.
Don't you need to say your stuff? I recall you.
Oh, should I say it now?
Up to you. And
Okay, so Leon is just like breaking down, and he's like more mucus than dwarf right now,
no.
and he's just like blubbering. So it might not be a good idea to give him the torch, because
Okay. He
I
holds the
think
torch
he's
and I
breaking
just pat
down. Yeah.
pat Leon's back, and then I just throw the torch into the middle because I mean during the burning process, I'm sure.
Then Leon says like, "Oh, I have something I want to say," and then he shakily takes out this crumpled piece of paper, and like the paper is like really badly, like you can tell that it was stained with tears, and then the tears dried. You know, that kind of crunchy texture.
Mhm.
And he starts to read. Yeah, the ink is like smudged. It's like super dramatic. And then he starts reading, and then he goes, "Grass. Time has passed. Wheat." And then he just starts to cry, and he can't continue.
No.
Oh man, Leon is such a softie.
Leon is
Yeah.
just a lump of feelings.
Puts his arm around his shoulder and kind of like squeezes the shoulder a bit, you know.
Some emotional support. Summer does that too.
I assume that between the Spirit of Time, Summer also presents her dance number.
Yes.
So while you're doing this dance number to the tune of the melody that Xerxes used to play with his harmonica, right?
Yeah.
You see the fire begin to encapsulate, and then you see the fire begin to spread over Xerxes' body, and you see Xerxes' body really begin to burn really quickly, right? And then suddenly, for some reason, there's this massive blue, green, and pink light forming around Xerxes.
Wow.
What is the reaction that you have?
I continue dancing, but with more fervor.
Okay, so yeah, you continue dancing with more fervor. I think at this point, all of you might assume that it's like Summer's music, right?
Yeah.
Right, because she's a bard, and then she does all the bardic stuff. Okay, and then you see it kind of explode, but not like a massive explosion, like a 10-foot explosion around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see this incredibly well-figured male with blue skin and blonde hair drop on Xerxes' body, and the fire goes out.
Out
John,
of game,
would you-
I'm like heavy breathing, but in game card it's just like, whoa, what the hell? Then like, because I feel like it's very disrespectful. Like, who the hell
Yeah.
dare just enter our house and do this kind of thing,
Yeah.
bro?
Leon goes up to the body and then starts to whack. Not really whack, but like firmly tap him and say, please get out of here. This is a funeral.
I shove him off the fire.
yeah.
Whoa.
Like just
Off the
to give proper context, right? You like saw him fall from like the middle of the sky, and you're like, ah! Okay. And at this point, John, can you describe your new character?
Well, hello. Did I just fall off from the sky?
Yep.
To a dead body that's in the midst of burning.
Oh.
So my character like dusts himself and says, "Oops." And then I look around and I introduce myself. Is there there's a lot of people there, right?
No, it's just the four
Just
of
the
them, Temet
four?
and Hapatra.
Ah, okay. So I turn to them, I dust myself off, cause I fell down. And I introduce myself. Hello everyone. My name is Coco. And then I wait for their reaction.
So just for everyone to imagine this correctly, right now you guys see Oko on the screen, right? Imagine Coco looks like Oko, but with blonde hair.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what you see, and then Coco says that to you guys. And then Temet is immediately like, is this a blessing of the god? And he stares at Hapatra, and Hapatra shrugs her shoulders as if she's not sure.
Wherever
Leon
you
is a
are.
bit nervous because Coco is really beautiful and Leon likes beautiful things, so he's a bit nervous, but he doesn't really care because the fire went out. Did Cersei's body get cremated yet?
Well, I'm guessing there's a bone or two that's not done.
Ugh. Why do you have to say it like that?
Yeah.
There's a bone
so
or
tragic.
two that's not done. What?
No, I'm trying to get the right feeling in as well, It's not
Okay.
just the description, it's about the emotional response.
So Leon is obviously very enthralled by Coco, but he's trying to focus because it's his friend's funeral, so he doesn't really care. So he kind of waves him away, and he goes to try and start the fire again.
Okay. And Coco, do you get off?
Yeah, like I
Oh,
get off.
Coco's still on
and
the
then, like-
fire. I'm so sorry.
No, so
That
like
was not
I get off.
intentional.
I get off, and then I say like, I think I might be interrupting something important.
Yeah, you are.
You're beautiful, but you're not very smart.
Totally having a funeral for a friend and you just dropped on his body.
And that was not very nice of you, and it's technically very disrespectful. We would appreciate if you would leave the premise immediately.
And then Temet stops and he's like, no, let us keep, let us get to know him as well. He came in the same way that you all did. Perhaps this is a sign from the gods.
We can get to know him another day. Can we at least finish the proceedings first?
But there's just a bone or two left.
One
Maybe
more
so.
person say bone or two.
It's a
Coco,
bonus that's not
um,
done. It
Coco,
needs-
could you could join us, and then we could get to know where you're from or how you came to be here as well.
But I seem to have interrupted this wonderful ritual that you guys are having. And then like
Sarcasm.
because
Are
of
you
that,
being
like
sarcastic right now?
no, cause of that, right? I like back away from the
Okay.
fire and the people.
Hapatra does follow you, and she's like, you said that your name is Coco.
Well, yes,
Where were you from?
I came from beyond this plane. I came from the plane of Eldrin.
You're like them. They came from elsewhere as well. It was unheard of. Do you know how to head back?
I don't even know where I am.
You are in the land of Amonkhet, in the city of Naktamun. Well, these three have obviously just lost their friend. They're thinking that if they are able to complete all 5 trials, perhaps they could be granted with the power to return to whence they came.
So they are like me.
Exactly. Are you human?
Oh, and then at this point, like I wave my hair and like stroke it a bit, and I say, "No, I am an elf." And then like I raise my chin a bit.
I've never heard of
Leon
this.
is just staring. He's like, damn.
Yes.
And then he kind of thinks that like Hapatra is like trying to hit on him, but I'm pretty sure she's not interested. Okay, but anyway, like he's just like staring at her like a little bit angrily.
And then she looks and then she's like, perhaps you could join their party. Think about it. We'll bring you to some new quarters, and hopefully you could consider this option.
Wait, you want us to let this random dude who fell onto our friend's corpse to be a part of our party?
Well, I will talk to. I believe Temet will talk to Oketra, and I will talk to Bontu myself, and perhaps we could come to an agreement. He will not survive alone.
Cart just has a deep sigh, and he says, "I understand in your culture you said that every sacrifice will be repaid bountifully, but Xerxes can't be replaced. At least it's too soon. We still need to see this through first. Yes, we will meet you at gathering later.
Perhaps we could talk about this tomorrow. Let us complete this ritual, and I'll guide Coco to. Apparently, it's a thing now. Guest houses. Alright.
Someone would like to finish up the last 8 eights of her dance.
Yeah, so Summer heads back to completing the last 2 bars of her
8 eights.
8 apes of her dance, while Hapatra leads Coco to the housing estate. Is there anything else you guys want to do as this funeral concludes and the rest of the two bones are cremated peacefully?
Leon like initiates a group hug. So he just stands there with his hands wide open and waits for the other two.
Summer joy.
Oh, Kurt, like, he doesn't join, but he does walk closer. So, like, he doesn't insert himself into the hug, but he is grabbable.
Leon just grabs him.
Yeah, grab him
Close
into.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, like a bit reluctantly, like he doesn't want to be accused of not joining.
Then we both kind of sandwich him with our body.
Oh,
It's a kind of like when you see the arms out and then you stroll a little bit close enough to be held, but you don't raise your arms up to reciprocate, right? Yeah, I understand that. All right. Yeah.
Then-
Before. Oh,
Mhm.
sorry. Yes, you carry on.
Oh, yeah, Leon just kind of tells them that hey guys, I know this isn't the right time, but I don't feel comfortable with someone else joining. It's not like even though I know it's a thing here that sacrifices will be repaid and all that, I don't think Cersei's is so disposable and he can just be replaced like that. That's like the longest sentence Leon has ever said, but yes, he says
and
that.
he sounds so enlightened. Oh, we have people paying respects. Thank
Aw.
you, Cleric 2001. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Card wanted to do something. or-
Kurt agrees. He just says yes. But as Kapatra, I believe she said that he probably can't survive alone, and that's true. And we're probably not replacing him, but we'll see. We'll see if he's deserving. I feel that he seems to have a better grasp than us as to who he is and where he came from. So perhaps we could benefit from his presence. Not necessarily as another teammate that would have to wait,
Mhm.
but no harm, finding out more.
So if that is all for the evening.
Someone would like to use one of the empty health potions or
Yep.
health things that she had and collect some of Cersei's ashes to it.
The dart?
Health. I don't know. I imagine it to be
Dart.
like a syringe.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
syringe.
So I collect the entire the syringe is entirely filled with ashes.
Yeah, definitely.
you-
There's more
do
than
you-
enough.
Collect a bone or two.
No, there are no.
There's no more bones.
Yeah, they're all cremated.
Yeah, I mean, we should collect all of them actually. Can we like sweep it up and? put
I
in
mean,
a baggie?
there's a point where you can't tell whether it's ash from the wood or ash from his body.
And I think
Oh,
it's not that important to have his ashes. Just a bit is okay already.
oh, okay.
Because if not, why did we cremate him?
This is such a weird conversation.
I thought like so that he could be fertilizer for the crops. Monks are all about.
My
like,
Singaporean accent coming out already. Yeah, a big care already lah. No need all.
That's
Oh yeah,
perfectly
yeah.
fine.
I think okay lah.
I think like that care already lah. No need to sweep out all lah.
Oh, it's okay, Cam.
Yes, this is all for the Latewatch, not Penelopean Islands.
So on the way back, so you guys complete this ritual and so on and so forth. On the way back, while Hapatra is guiding Coco back to the housing estate, Hapatra talks to you, Coco, and she says, Coco, follow my lead. I don't think they're willing to. If you join them immediately, they'll feel like your friend is being replaced. So like, what if we call you an addition? And I know I'm forcing this upon you, but you're a sign.
So Coco says like, you know these lands better than me. I'll just follow what you say.
You oddly sound just like the one who died. His name was Cersei. And yes, I hope that Are you powerful? Can you fight?
Fighting is what I do best. And then like I like cause I'm walking behind her, right? So like
beside, more
okay,
like,
so like
yeah.
when she says that, then like I kind of like stop in the middle, and like stand around.
Yeah, and you look around. It's like sandstone buildings. It's night. You see the moon overhead.
Okay, then like I'm just standing there waiting for her to like say something.
What are you looking at?
I've never been on another plane before. This is
Another
all interesting.
another plane? What is your home like?
My home is filled with trees and grass and castles and all
What
kinds of creatures. Not like
what
this place.
is what is this castle?
Well, there are many castles in my land.
What is a
What is this castle? There are many castles in my land.
Then I look at like the. Can I see like pyramids or something?
Yeah. So there
Oh,
are
yeah,
pyramids,
like,
and then like
They are more complex structures than these triangles that you have.
I need to add that into the quotes.
What?
What are castles? What are castles?
These castles.
Coco replies,
Are many castles in my land.
there are many castles in my land.
I'm dying. I just burst out laughing,
But that's what happens when like people from different places like come together and they have no idea what they're talking about.
Wow.
Right?
You can't just apply this.
I mean, it's true. Like,
I'm gonna take a
things,
break.
Yeah. Oh
Right?
my god.
Like if I don't know what, like if I'm referring to something and you have no idea what it is, then I wouldn't know what.
You guys are speaking the same language, so I don't understand.
And then she's like, more complex. Wow, that is incredibly interesting. Let us talk about this tomorrow, and hopefully we can meet up with the others, and yeah, you can get to know each other and see whether you're from the same plane.
Then I reply like, they don't seem so accommodating.
Within earshot.
No, you guys are still at the
I wanted to like drop that in. But okay.
And then yeah, so basically she's like, I know, but they're a lot nicer than they seem. Give them a bit of alcohol and it's a pretty fun thing to watch. Someone always pukes.
And then I laugh together and go, ha 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 ha. Alcohol, I know that.
Alright, so let us fast forward through the night. You all rest. So this is a time for you guys to get your HP back up. If you guys
yes,
need
me.
it.
Yep.
And while you guys are doing HP and stuff, I will update some stuff on Twitch.
How much HP can we add for the rest?
Yeah, so you add up to your maximum for the evening, and your hit die, if you guys have spent any, you cover half rounded down.
Cover half rounded down.
So if you guys are level 4, so you get 2 back.
2 back.
Yeah.
But I only have a total of 3. So I can only get 3, right?
Oh no, your total is 4 now because you're level 4.
Wait, but it's been a couple of days,
Awesome.
right?
Yeah, it's been a couple of days, so
So,
just recover everything. You're right.
Okay.
It's been at least 2 days. All right, and you guys have one last trial to go through, which is the trial of strength, and then after that zeal, which is always the final one. So the following day, Hepatra enters your home with a very confused Coco, confused I assume, and starts knocking on your doors. Wake up, wake up, wake up! Time to have a group meeting. Let us, make friend. I assume it's like not plural because it's only one new person. Well, for you, and then she turns to Coco and she's like, "For you, it's friends, but for them, it's friend." Yeah. I've got food ready. I got that minty wine that y'all like.
Aw.
Actually, Hapatra is very, very nice for someone who got stabbed herself with a basilisk fang because of us.
Ice.
Twice. Because of me.
Oh yeah,
Twice.
she really likes you
really
guys.
nice to
She
us.
likes that you guys
Yeah.
are strangers and stuff like that. Like, cause she knows so much about this world. She's kind of like bored of it,
No, I think we need to. For those who haven't been tuning in since the first day, I feel like we should explain to them that when we first met her, she was like, those goddess where it's, I don't know, like very untouchable, very aloof, very like, oh haha, you guys are cute. And then I just remember me like trying to impress her by like, and Leon was groveling at the ground and like making.
I
a
made
statue
her a
of-
grass statue of her. What did you
Yeah.
do, Cart?
I talked to her and she acknowledged me, by the way. I don't know, just so super funny. And then now she's like actually actively coming towards us and offering us wine. I remember after the first trial, we were like, "Got wine." She was like, "Okay, fine." But now she's, that character growth, that bonding. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And yeah, every day she learns to like you guys just a little bit more. Right? And then yeah, she waits for you guys to exit. And then she taps Coco and she says to you, Coco, I swear they're nice.
We'll
So
see. We'll see.
Leon wakes up and then he goes to like greet Hapatra. He would hug her, but he doesn't. He's been told that he crosses boundaries, so he's like a little bit conscious. So he just kind of like goes to hug her, stops himself, and then shakes her hand. And then after that, he shoots a dirty look at Coco. like dirty look as in I don't like you, not dirty look as in I really like.
Ooh la la.
Oh, I thought you said that he was digging Coco.
He's digging Coco, but he doesn't understand why Coco needs to keep appearing like in his space. Because I mean they're still mourning for Xerxes.
And then when you shake Hapatra's hand, she does shake your hand back, and then she takes a step forward while holding your hand, and she pats your forehead or your head. And then she smiles.
See that card?
Sure.
I'm just imagining Leon sneering at Card right now.
Yeah,
he's
like
like
Kat doesn't
super
think it's that big of a deal to have a head pet, so and he will gratefully pass.
Oof.
Yeah.
So, does Summer exit her room and come out as well?
Sure, Summer is out. Summer sees Coco. What's
Alright,
he doing here?
So Patra raises up her hands, and then she looks at y'all and she's like, "All right, calm down. I learned Coco is from another, as you all call it, plane called Eldraine, and he has more trees, more
Trees?
creatures,
Creatures?
and something called castles."
What's a castle? I asked Coco.
Well, Coco,
This time I just remain silent.
come on, Coco, don't
Okay,
be
so
shy.
apparently he's unfriendly too. Nah, I just announced it to the group like really, really like an asshole. Just go like,
Then-
so apparently he's unfriendly too.
And Hapatra walks over, holds you on the shoulder, and she's like, "Come on, let's try, okay?"
Am I inside the house?
Yeah. You're maybe like at the door.
Then I tell her I'll wait outside. Then I go out and I just wait.
Oh my god, this is exactly like Xerxes.
Ah,
It's just Xerxes.
he's like, I'm out. I must see myself out.
Do you have any last words for the party? No.
Bye guys.
All right, and she's like, "Oh, come on, guys. Okay, I have lunch. Great, let's go. I have brunch. Let's go." So she leads you all to her apothecary, right? And you see there's a table for 5 set up, and there's dry breads, beef jerky, something like beef jerky, and of course the small cups filled with the minty wine and 2 carafes.
Go straight for
she's
the
like-
minty wine.
Card 2. I mean, everyone knows Card's history with wine is not very good, but we're still going for it, man.
Is
And then-
is Coco
I'm-
at brunch also?
Yeah, Coco's there as well.
Okay, so Leon is just being an asshole because he's very upset. But he looks like Coco and he scoffs and he says like Hapacha thinks that getting us drunk will make us like you.
And then oh yeah, as you guys enter, right, like while you say that separately, there's one point where
I've never
Hapacha,
realized how woke Leon is.
how woke Leon is.
Yeah, I mean,
Leon is the
Anderson,
most
you know.
woke. Leon has been clutch for every trial.
No, as in like self-awareness, like I know what's going on here,
Yeah. Like Leon is so much more like valuable than we pretend him to be.
What do you mean?
We can talk about that after stream. But yeah, there is one point where Hapatra taps you card, and she says, "Don't worry, your glass a little bit more to your tastes."
Thank
And
you.
then
Card is
yeah.
very pleased with that.
yeah, then because you see like Summer, and I assume Leon is forward as well to sit down,
Yeah.
right? So immediately as you guys rush forward, like she hasn't assigned seats, and she quickly switches 2 cups, and then she looks at Card and she points at the at the cup that she switched. And then yeah, she looks at Coco and she's like, "Coco, take a seat. All right, and then let us introduce ourselves, right? Who wants to go first? All right, my name is Hapatra.
She's like OGL.
Oh my
I'm-
god. Yeah.
I'm from
Patient.
here, Naktamun in Amonkhet, and all of you are from different planes, and
Hi,
we're
Leon just listens super intently.
they're part, and then she motions towards everyone except Coco. They're part of a crop called the Duck Crop because they're the only ones who are not from Amonkhet, right? And this is Coco from Eldraine, where they have castles. All right, enjoy the food, and let's be friends, right? This cute one here is Leon. That serious one is Card, and of course the bubbly, lovely one is Summer.
Hi. To Habatra, not to Coco.
Okay, I know that. Don't think of it as a replacement. It's an addition.
That's what people say before they introduce a replacement. Don't think of it as a replacement.
And Josh, to you players, technically speaking, you've only known Xerxes for like 4 days.
Exactly. Card takes that into account also.
But we went through death, close to death together.
Yeah, like Summer watched him die.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't. I watched him vanish into ash. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh wait, disintegrate. Right. That's what the mummy's punch does.
No, it like necrotizes, so he
Oh.
ages rapidly.
Yeah, I watched him become a husk.
Oh man.
Fun.
Yeah, and then she's like, I know that Coco is new, but we've had a discussion, right, Coco?
Coco is just eating the bread.
And then she like whispers to you, Coco, I really need you to like play along so that we
He's
can
so
keep you
uninterested in
alive.
being-
Coco.
Okay, then I put on the bread and like I look at everyone. hi everyone, and then like I just look at each person individually for like 3 seconds.
And then she goes, and she like, you know when people talk through like the side of their mouth to be
Yeah.
like whisper, she's like, yeah, my name is, and she nudges Coco.
I just shout, my name is Coco, and then like I look at everyone and like I give them a smile and a thumbs up.
And then when Leon like makes eye contact with Coco, right, he chokes on his wine, and he has to put it aside.
Oh man, I'm just a bit, yeah. Oh man, Leon is so adorable. I can't do this.
He's very transparent.
Yeah. And then and then you see Hapatra like nodding her head, she's smiling, and she's like, yeah, progress.
Card actually, as serious as he is, he's kind of like in dialect is chill, which means like secretly smiling, like trying to concede it because he thinks that Hapatra trying so hard is really adorable, like that character growth and whatnot. So he's willing to humor her a bit. So he goes, "All right, I'm Card. I'm from Ravnica, although I don't think any of you know where that is. Yeah, and here we are. We lost a friend, good friend, yesterday, and you so rudely interrupted the ceremony. But I guess it's nice to see someone who's in a similar predicament as us." And then he just sits back down in his seat.
Nice. Summer.
Down a shot. And then I wipe the sides of my mouth. I go,
Ooh, so badass.
okay, I don't like you, but you are in the same situation as we are. So, I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna try to tolerate you. And I hold out my hand to Coco, like a handshake.
And then you see Hapatra like trying to motion for you guys to like complete it. Coco.
Yeah, I shake Summer's hand.
Summer isn't strong, so but she tries to like squeeze his hand like in a very tight handshake, but she isn't very strong. And she gives like the kind of like the smile that I kind of want to stab you, but also I'm just gonna be nice to you for now.
Yeah, and then you see Hapatra look at Leon, and he's like, Leon, now it's your turn, and she boops you on the nose.
Oh,
So Leon is like really reluctant, but he's like, so he says, "Well, I don't know why, but Hapatra seems to take a liking to you. I mean, I can see why." And then he kind of like goes, I can't see, I can't see why. Anyway," and then he just says like, "Look,
Yeah.
I'll play along, but I'm not very happy about this, but I trust her."
And you're just looking at at Coco's like, I don't know, 62 abs or something.
Yeah, he's just staring like, because he's shorter, right? So he's just staring straight into the abs. He's like, I'll try to get along with you."
Then she's like, okay, well, Temret told me that you guys jumped into the trial of solidarity before you guys were ready.
We didn't really jump into it. We did a trial. We did like the practice run.
Yeah, and he said that you weren't ready, but you went for the real thing anyway.
You don't know shit. No, okay, fine. Yeah, we weren't that ready.
All right. I completed the trial of strength
You
on
haven't-
my own.
Okay, you
Leon goes, "What?"
you have any tips?
And then she's like smiling, and she's like, yeah, she's doing like the nod, the yeah, I did nod. What do you want to say, Summer?
That's very impressive. Do you have any tips?
Yes, so how about we go through the test with Coco, right?
And Leon just goes, ugh.
we do a trial run. All right, I have in the back I have a practice run that I use for myself, or like people I like, and
Oh.
we can go through some parts of the trial. I mean, I don't have a bunch of basilisks running around. And then she looks at her basilisk and she's like, just that one. Yeah. And then hopefully you guys will be ready.
Coco interrupts. He says like, trials? What are these trials about?
They are tests, and if you pass all of them as a crop, which is why you want to join one crop, then you guys can get blessings from the gods and be basically the honored ones.
Okay, then Coco continues eating the bread and drinking the wine.
Mhm.
And he shakes his head in like understanding.
Shakes his head, understand.
Not his head.
Oh wait, nods, right? Yeah, okay, nods his head in understanding.
And hopefully
It's
you
like
guys have
Xerxes is
enough
here with
power.
us.
And hopefully you guys are given enough power to, well, planeswalk back. I mean, that's what you call it, right?
What?
I
Planeswalk?
think so.
Is that what you have been calling it behind our backs?
Yeah, I thought it sounded cool.
I thought
Aw.
it'd be like plane surfing or like plane super or something like that. Planeswalk just sound like we strolled into somewhere. So boring.
Teleplanting.
Oh my god. it sounds natural.
Leon just kind of looks guilty and says, I definitely didn't walk here.
Two alphabets different.
Which reminds me, Coco, do you remember anything about what triggered your event to like come here?
I'm sorry?
Do you remember what triggered the event that caused you to come here?
Then like Coco like he pauses from eating and then he like leans like what's it called, like leans back on his chair. Is
Yep.
that what it's called? Yeah, and then he said like and he says like I was wandering around in the forests of my plane when I discovered another man standing in front of me, and he taught me the ways. And then like yeah,
Does that mean that you can control it?
no, I can't. It just happened once, and now I'm here.
It's actually very interested. Card's gonna be like, she taught you the way. What is the way?
So
When Leon hears about the two-man meeting, he starts to fan himself.
wait, so
And
do you know the way?
then Oko says to
Boo!
Oko says to Card, yes, the way you of all my fellow warlocks should know. And then like I continue eating my bread.
Card is just what? Like, don't know shit.
Wait, how do you
Just
know?
like-
How do you know he's a warlock?
I just continue eating my bread.
Coco, you have valuable information. that
all right,
that-
everyone, calm down. Let us finish eating and then trial. Practice.
Yeah.
Sound
Sounds
good?
good.
All right.
Leon
Are we
remarks that
ignoring the
if it
vital
does
information we've just been dealt with?
We
What's the
you guys can
information?
talk about it once you guys are more friendly with each other. I think that the thing that's missing right now is trust. Remember, solidarity.
Oh, we're done with that.
We're done with that, and we've suffered because of that.
It's still useful.
We just got solidarity, and then we lost a friend, and then now we have a replacement.
I don't think it's very
It's beyond just
solidarity like to replace a
It's
fallen
not-
comrade.
It's not a replacement.
Poor Hapatra.
Yeah.
And then you see her, she's like really like sad, like and just trying to help.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, Leon feels really bad, so he goes and then he hugs her.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Come on, let's finish the food and let's try it out, and let's see whether you guys have maybe not chemistry conversationally, but you could have chemistry on the field.
Okay, then Leon just stuffs, like, he just drinks the rest of his wine in one shot and stuffs his mouth with bread. He leaves.
Alright, I'll give it a whirl.
All right. See, we could come to an agreement. Let's go. Okay, so you guys finish eating, and then she guides you guys to an exit you guys have never seen before, through all the vines and trees of her area. Right? Remember, her apothecary is more green than like the rest of Naktamun. Right? And she points at this wall of, I would say, vines, thorns, and she says, first part of the trial, climb that.
What?
Yeah, it's poisonous thorns.
Oh, God.
Oh, I almost say Leon runs up to the wall and starts climbing.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Wait, where are the thorns again?
It's like a wall of thorns.
Oh gosh.
Like, is there enough space for you to hold the parts? Each thorns. Okay, how big are the thorns?
They're like, like roses.
That's very
Ooh,
small.
that's small.
Yeah, small and painful. But eh. So, how we'll do this is this thing called a skill challenge. Have you guys heard of a skill challenge before?
Nope.
So we'll take turns. Everybody has to go once. It doesn't matter what order you guys go in. Okay, you can use one of the skills listed in your skills section of your player sheet, right, to come up with a creative way to climb said thorn wall. All right, within reason, of course. So you can say things like, for instance, if you want to use Arcana, if it's something you're proficient in, you can say, Arcana, I want to look at these thorns, study them, see if there's anything I might know, and then you roll a check for it. The DC is fixed. If you succeed 5 times, all of you get to the top.
All right.
All right?
Any one of us succeed 5 times in total.
No, as a group, succeed 5 times. Get it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then if you fail, every time you fail, the person who fails will, for this skill challenge, there'll be a consequence. Cool?
Cool.
All right. And Habatra looks at you and she, after explaining how to climb the wall, and then she says, let's try the real thing. The thorns here, a little less dense than the actual thing. All right, go ahead, try it out.
Someone's gonna start fogging, and like go like, you can do it, and she would like to perform her way to inspire everyone around her.
All right, so who are you inspiring first?
I mean, it's not an inspiration. I'm trying to perform and dance.
Oh, you're like literally
Yes,
inspiring
I'm
them,
literally
not
inspiring them.
mechanically inspiring them.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Can do it. Yeah. That that count as a skill.
Are you doing what is the skill that you're trying to use? Performance?
Performance, yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I rolled 17, 11 plus 6, 17.
Ooh. Your performance is +6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone, like, this does make you guys feel a bit more motivated to climb. I believe at this point you guys are beginning to run towards the wall, right? Who wants to go next?
Go.
I suddenly
Next.
stop and then I look at Coco and I try to persuade him to climb the wall first.
What do you say?
So I just my plan is to watch my plan is to watch where he or like where or how he climbs the wall and then follow. So I'll use persuasion.
All right, go ahead and roll a persuasion, but I think Coco will need to double check. I think Coco will need to make a wisdom save to see whether he's persuaded or not. Or, Coco, if you think the persuasion method is not good enough, feel free to say it doesn't work.
I'll make the saving throw, cause why
Alright.
not?
Nice.
Oh man, it's a 10.
Leon got a 10. Persuasion.
All right.
I don't think Coco sucks.
All right, Coco, how do you climb?
Hello?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, my mic went off of it. How do I climb?
Yeah, what do you do to
Um,
climb? You have been persuaded.
So like, wait, the thorns aren't very small, right? Can I like, while climbing, right, I like make sure that I scan like where I'm putting my hands and feet, and like,
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you totally see where you can put your hands and feet where you would minimize the amount of stabbing from the thorns. And yeah, you totally start climbing up ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, and then like while climbing up, I look back down and say like, "This way, guys.
Okay.
Follow me."
So I'll count that as 2 successes. I know that you tried to use a skill to persuade someone to climb, but it didn't contribute to the overall climbing process, Leon.
Okay.
So Leon and Card, you guys have things you guys want to try out?
That's good. Okay, Card, after hearing Coco's declaration, he found it very arrogant. He was not happy at all. I mean, he's a newcomer. Follow me. Excuse you, I'm the leader here. So, despite knowing that Coco kind of observed the area, right, with his perception check, he still decides to do his own investigation. So he would like to use investigation to see, if there's maybe if the whole entire thorn is like covered in poison, like if there are areas that you can get pricked but not poison or something, like wherever he can have less damage from.
Go ahead and make an
essentially.
investigation check.
Yes, thank you. Ooh, that's right. Who's better than Coco?
Sick. Yeah, you notice that a lot of the thorns are indeed poisoned. However, you do detect some thorns that are, well, let's say, not coated in as much poison, and then you choose to go through that method as well. You do not take any damage, and you guys have been succeeding incredibly well. By the way, Leon, you're the last one for this. If you need help, let me know.
Okay.
I'll look at your sheet.
I was thinking, could I use maybe my shield as a surface? Like, are the thorns strong enough to hold my shield? Like, get what I mean? If I press my shield against it with can I use that?
You gotta jam your shield into the wall.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, go ahead and make like athletics checks.
Okay. Woo!
Wow.
Six.
Ooh,
That's right, wall.
Yeah, you.
Who's better than Card?
Shut up.
I'm just imagining, right? Like, Coco is the one who runs up first, starts climbing up after detecting where there's the least amount of thorns, and then Card, not wanting to take the same route, is like, okay, let's look at where there's the least poison. Like, screw it if I get stabbed a few times, right? And I start climbing, and you just see Leon run up and they start using the shield as a like a hook or a pike
Yeah.
to like climb the wall.
Imagining like a vertical surfboard.
Yeah. And then Hapatra just like rubs her forehead and she's like, oh my god. But yeah. now anyone can take the last one if you guys think you can succeed. Visually speaking, only Summer's left on the ground.
I am not strong.
Can I use like wait? Is it possible to slide off hand a human being? I mean not human being, but whatever Summer is. What is Summer?
Summer's a half elf.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it possible to slide off hand her up?
What do you mean by sleight of hand?
No. As in more of Actually, I was thinking more of like what's that called, like deception or something. Like she doesn't need to climb up, but we can make it seem like she actually did.
Oh.
If she shuts.
That's a bit far-fetched at this point. Like, I'm trying to make sense of it, but that's a bit too far.
Me too. I think.
I'm gonna look around. Is there like it's just a wall? Just this wall in front of us with vines.
Yes.
Is there anything to the side of the wall?
No, it's just vines all the way across. You do see like rock pillars at the ends of the walls, but they seem to be like, it's not like rock climbing walls where it's like rough and you can like grab it. Like if you run over and you feel it, right? It's like made of like smooth marble.
Okay. I'm gonna
or smoothened stone. Yeah.
I'm gonna move back, and then I'm gonna try to run at the pillar and use that as kind of like a stepping stone to jump off and kind of use the vines to swing my way to the top. Would that count as acrobatics?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So
All right, so go ahead and make an acrobatics check. Oh no.
Natural one.
So Summer, how do you fail?
I like to imagine I misjudge trying to kick off a pillar, and I kick off in the wrong direction. I just and land back on the floor.
You take 1 poison damage as
Ow.
I don't know, you scrape yourself with some of the thorns, but it's only 1 damage, so
How
it's
about
not so bad.
Let's just say it's bludgeoning as I land face first on the ground.
I mean, flavor-wise, we can say you land face first on the ground.
Okay.
Mechanically, it's still poison damage. Yeah.
Ow. I get up
And then,
rub the
yeah,
dust
you-
off.
Yeah, the remaining 3 of you guys still have so far 1 failure and 3 successes. 4 successes, sorry, guys.
I'm going to pull out an arrow, tie the rope that I have to it,
Yep.
and shout out to them, guys, catch! To anyone who's looking out to catch.
Yes, I'm looking out. I can
Okay.
catch.
I
Fine.
fire my arrow upwards, not like towards Card, but like above Card, so like Card can reach out and grab the rope or the arrow,
Yep.
whatever.
Card, what other skills do you have? I feel like you could. I feel like that might count as a sleight of hand,
Oh, I do like sleight of
as you
hand.
try to catch the flying arrow.
Yes, and with style.
Yeah, go ahead and make that sleight of hand check.
Ooh.
Nice. So as you
Nice.
shoot the arrow, you see it almost miss, and then just at the tip of Card Nomad's fingers, he grabs the arrow, barely missing the sharp point
Strike the
on the hand. And yeah, Card continues climbing up. Who would you reckon reaches first, Coco or Card? Sorry, Leon.
Ooh.
That's a very, very loaded question you're asking right now.
Posing strength checks.
Or actually, you know what? Let's just say all 3 of you make athletics checks, and we see who reaches first. No, you guys have succeeded.
Oh no!
I saw Leon, I was like, ho, I can do better than that.
Oh, Leon is first.
Oh, man.
Leon! Leon!
Leon's shield jamming method is so much faster. I think how we can describe it is like Coco and Card. you guys get stabbed by the thorn several times, and it confuses you guys. Right, it slows you guys down. But Leon is
Leon's
just
just going ham.
going ham at it with his hammer. Right, and yeah, you guys reach the top, and you, Summer, can climb up the rope in peace.
Yeah.
As you guys have 1 failure and 5 successes. And then Hapacha looks at you.
Kyle would just like the disclaimer that he probably came in second last because he was helping Summer. And that's what a team leader would do.
That's right. Solidarity.
That's right. High five.
High five.
And then
Pretty sure Leon won that challenge, but okay.
And then Hapatra looks at you guys and is like, all right, now come back down.
What?
Yeah, come back down. I need to explain what happens after that.
Leon is like really tired, so he just like kind of calls back at her like, no, it's okay, we're good.
I mean, all right.
How tall is
Enjoy that.
the wall?
We're looking at like 40 feet.
Jump, but never mind.
Okay, how much is 40 feet?
Think of it like 4 floors.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say like I'll just
How
drop
did Leon
down
get
and
up there?
roll.
Say again?
I was gonna say like I'll just drop down and roll, but I guess 4 stories is too high.
I mean, you can do that. You'll take damage.
Be careful, John. We don't want another lost character.
Yeah,
Summer
so,
will slowly
um,
climb back down.
Yeah, card
Yeah, don't
two.
worry. I won't make you guys do like checks
Thank God.
for climbing back down. Don't worry.
And Leon just takes his shield and slides down.
same way that you climbed up, you managed to climb back down. And yeah, so Hapacha, as you guys eventually come back down, regardless how long it takes, right? For instance, some of you will wait until you're not tired anymore before you guys climb down, right?
Yep.
Hapacha looks at you guys and she's like, okay, so during the trial, when you reach the top, right, there'll be other crops. All right, make sense so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, these other crops, well, they'll be racing with you to get, well, and then she points at her basilisk, a basilisk scale. Could you try casting a spell, Summer?
What spell?
Anything.
I cast Mage Hand over her.
So you try to cast Mage Hand, right?
Yeah.
And nothing appears.
What do you do to me?
I didn't do anything. All right, and then she takes out a potion and she's like, drink this.
Yeah, drink it.
That poison, while not very, let's say, immediately lethal, it prevents magic.
Ooh.
That's like my whole personality.
Yeah,
what?
exactly. And I want you guys to survive, so I'll provide one each. So you guys climb up, get to the top. Please secretly drink it. I don't want them to know that you're, well, kinda cheating. Technically not illegal, but you know what I mean.
Alright, thank you.
Thanks,
I mean,
Patra. So
drink.
nice.
All right, Coco, how are you feeling? I felt like you're having fun with that race.
Cool, and then like I'm like, I guess when she's saying that, I'm still like, getting off the wall, I guess.
Yeah.
And then like I drop down and I just stand there with the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, when you guys reach the top, you'll have to look for a basilisk, grab the scale. The cure is actually in the scale. But if you skip that, they're gonna know that you, well, hacked the game, so to speak. You get it?
The
The
cure
cure
is
is
in
in
the
the
scale.
scale.
Yeah.
Okay. We
The
have
cure
to
to the poison.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, we've actually already have the cure too. So we have to just do it for the sake of appearing to have.
Yeah, just go there, pretend that you grab the scale, and then run away. You don't need to kill it. Just yank a scale off.
Right.
Okay.
Alright.
Simple enough.
And then run to the exit.
The exit at the opposite side of this place?
You'll have to run through the forest and figure it out.
Sounds like fun. Okay.
There will be monsters.
It is fighting. Okay.
Alright.
All right. Okay,
Cool.
and
Yes.
with that, we end this first part of episode 5. Let's take a 5-minute break, and we'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Go grab your water, grab your pee,
Hydrates.
Grab your pee.
hydrates,
I don't
Grab
wanna
your
grab
pee.
my pee, man.
and yeah, we'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Just a reminder for all of you who do like to watch the show regularly, we'll be streaming on Thursday for next week, for 8 p.m. plus 8 GMT instead of the usual Saturday. That being said, let's go for a pee break. See you guys in a bit.
Bye.